I just did some digging, did some investigative reporting on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, so I'm a bit of a boomer. As Aiyuk pointed out, I'm 37, so I shouldn't even be on IG. But he follows 91 people on Instagram, okay? You click on following, you can search. So I did that. Guess who he's not following on Instagram?
49ers.
Yeah. Brandon Aiyuk has unfollowed the 49ers on Instagram. And I know it sounds childish because it is, but it also qualifies as news in 2025. I don't know if he refollowed them after unfollowing them last year. I don't know. But as of today, June 3rd, doesn't follow the 49ers. I can't imagine what his gripe is. They gave him $39 million last year to catch 25 passes. He should be the biggest Niners fan, but apparently he's not.
I'd imagine like he never followed them back. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you saying the date June 3rd, 2025, like this is where we're at. It's like, damn, that's the truth. Because I mean, look, like, and I wasn't even thinking about too much of that as a deal. It's just, if this was George Kittle, Fred Warner, like, look, you're speaking about like if you're a 49ers or a team, you have any sort of questions or like multiple, whatever, a question or questions about a player. Who are the three players that just extended right now? Like, you don't have questions. I mean, Brock Purdy have questions, but the Niners don't, right? Because he's a high character guy. They love him. He's a fine player on the field that needs to get better. And then you got your astute ambassadors and George Kittle and Fred Warner east side of the ball. Like, there was no questions about that. And maybe that's part of why they got the deal done, is because they got those type of players who there's not going to be no hurdles, not going to be no drama. And they've been through them before. So, I mean, it just goes back to, like, again, like, it felt like the 49ers were doing this no favors too through that February, March, and April. Because again, even though like I'm like criticizing Aiyuk, I still will go back to, like, look, the Niners tipped that first domino. This all could have been easily avoided if they were just proactive with the contract with him, like this time last, or not even this time last year. It was like in April or May, when the whole thing started breaking down. It felt like, but this I just wonder how this is going to react, like when you get to training camp, when he starts to really, like, okay, he's getting closer to field work.
I'm just saying, man, he follows like George Kittle, all the Trent Williams. I don't know, man. It seems like, look, try to put yourself in like George Kittle's shoes, Fred Warner's shoes, Christian McCaffrey's shoes. Like, all the other vets are here, even Trent. Like, at a certain point, if they see these, I mean, they're all going to see these posts on social media. No one's going to really know what the hell it means. When you look at it, if you're Kittle, 32 years old, be like, dude, like, do we always have to deal with this guy's malcontent issues? Like, can't we? He's not even like, before he tore up his knee, I understand dealing with it, man, because he's hella good. But now it's like, I mean, no offense, but you might not be even top 10 on the team anymore, and you're still acting like this. That sucks. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now.
I'll try to one-up you. What if they've been tired of it since training camp, which is part of the reason why their extensions got done in a timely manner this offseason?
Yeah. I would imagine that they were talking about it last year. Like, dude, this guy is overshadowing everything. Like, what is this?
Didn't Purdy or someone, like, even admit,
Purdy,
like, during February or March, like, I know they said they were tired, but they just said, like, oh, yeah, the vibes were off. And it's like, well, yeah, why were the vibes off? Because of Brandon Aiyuk and Trent Williams, too. But it's like, Trent Williams is no saint either, but at least, like, he was quiet, right? Like, he wasn't there, so that kind of hurts it. But it's like, it's the difference between losing a finger versus like a limb, right? Like, where it felt like Aiyuk was kind of like hurting more, significant portion with that. And honestly, there was even an answer I remember Purdy gave to, maybe it was one of the local radio stations here, or maybe it was to the press conference. I forgot, but one of the things he emphasized about, like, yeah, I just wanted this done. Cause like, I think he kind of like made things like, yeah, like, I don't want to be a distraction. Like, it kind of sounded like me reading between the lines and translating was like, he was like, I like, there's no way I'm going through that again. I saw how it goes when you draw these negotiations and just derails your season, or it puts a nice little thorn in it that I want to avoid. That's something I read from one of his answers. I can't pinpoint who he said it to, what platform, whether it's to you guys or radio station, but I remember I wrote it in one of our articles on our site, and it was just like, yeah, there's no way at all, like, the Aiyuk situation didn't play an influence on his specific negotiation. I feel like more than anyone else.
I just feel like this doesn't speak well for John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Like, you guys are supposed to be in charge. This guy's 26 years old. You extended this guy. You made him the highest paid wide receiver in franchise history. You gave him the stamp of approval. He's making you look foolish. You should have handled this relationship. Like, take him out to dinner or figure out if you can bury the hatchet. And if the answer is no, then he shouldn't have been on the team. And I'm curious now, like, it looks like the answer is no. It looks like, I mean, they've given him the money. They've bent over backwards. I don't know if there's a conversation that can change it at this point. If you were going to trade Brandon Aiyuk to any team just to spite him, where would you send him?
Cleveland. No, God,
they wanted him and he didn't want to go. He might have to go to Cleveland. Hey, it's not Deshaun's team anymore. It could be Shedeur Sanders' team.
That place is.
You might like Dylan Gabriel.
That place is terrible. Okay, you know what? To play defense on Kyle Lynch's part, they did get a receiver who was getting better each and every year, which is like, damn, that's what we want to see. And he was their second best. Not even. He was their only good first round pick, because I don't count Nick Bosa. Like, my grandma could have picked Nick Bosa. She doesn't even watch football. She would have been like, I want that guy. Like you don't get credit for picking Nick Bosa. Like, my late dog could have picked that guy. So yeah, it's their only good first round pick, and it just, I don't know. It made sense in the moment, but for me, it made sense. I just didn't. I think I saw from a role play. It's like, how you gonna keep this guy like hungry, like maybe in the playoffs, but I don't. It's this. I'm just really curious how this is going to translate going into training camp and whenever he's ready in the season. Like, is it going to be all good? Like, maybe his teammates have dulled it out. They know how to handle it. Just like, they don't really care. It's like, as long as he brings it, like, it's all good.
I don't know, but I really hope that he keeps doing this. I hope that the Niners keep him on the team. I hope that he keeps making cryptic posts, following them, unfollowing them, because they're trying so hard to eliminate drama and distractions. And he's like, no, sorry. It's what I'm here for. So, you got to make a decision. Do you want drama and distractions? Then keep him around. If not, trade him to Cleveland. The Raiders need a wide receiver. Tennessee.
If you trade him to the Raiders, that'd be a great situation for him.
You would.
That'd be great.
He'd get a lot of targets.
He'll get a lot more money. He's not going to get hit with those ludicrous taxes that we get here.
He can wear any shorts he wants over on the Raiders. Purple shorts. Joey Mellon says, anyone want to buy a Greenlaw or Debo 19 jersey? No. Get started at factormeals.com/Cohn50off and use code Cohn50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Those are vintage now. Greenlaw is going to be forever. He's not going to be a legendary Niner player, but he's a memorable one now. And 19 Debo is the 2021 Debo that was all good. Number one Debo's the one everyone's going to think that was bottom feeding, because he was. It was
in retrospect, when Purdy got the extension and all of his teammates or a lot of his teammates wrote like congratulatory posts on social media, even Debo did that. And Aiyuk on that day, all he posted was that he was thinking about buying another car. That was a sign. That was a bad sign. Just saying. Did he buy the other car? How many cars does he have? And can we see? I need an update on the cars that Brandon Aiyuk owns, because they look nice. And it makes him a more relatable guy. Like, you need another Lamborghini. Then I might like you. Do you think he'd let me drive his car? If he's here, I'd be like, Brandon, let me try. We could be.
He'll probably tell you, like, if you make a shot in the basketball hoop, which you haven't yet, you just embarrass yourself there.
Did I even take a shot? I think I missed.